How to make a coloring book in Canva for beginners. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how you can create amazing coloring books using Canva. And once you design your coloring books, you can sell them on platforms like Amazon KDP, where you only have to upload your PDF and then Amazon handles the rest for you. So you just have to design your coloring book, and once you have done that, you just upload the PDF onto Amazon KDP and they will print it out whenever someone orders it off of Amazon. You can also choose to sell printable coloring books on platforms like Etsy, where a lot of people are looking for printable content and they just get it printed themselves. So let's get started on the different ways you can create coloring books using Canva. Now, to get started, simply head on over to canva.com. For this, you only need your free account and you don't need any additional add-ons. I would recommend that if you do have Canva Pro, you do get access to a lot of different vectors and images. So using that can be super helpful, but it is not something that is necessary. So once you have gone into your Canva dashboard, it's time to get started with actually choosing what type of coloring book you want to create. So whether you want this to be a full-size coloring book, whether you want this to be in landscape, whether you want this to be in portrait. So for that, let's say I want to build a 6 by 9 coloring book. So I'm just going to click on custom size on the top right. Then I will add the units and I'll change that from pixels to inches. Then I'm just going to add the size for 6.1. I just like to add a point 0.1. And the reason why I add a point 0.1 is because whenever a print gets printed, there's sometimes a chance that the, corner edge gets cut out in print. You often see that when the words of a book are typed in till the edge, you see that they have been cut off. So to prevent that from happening, I like to make sure to add a point 0.1 to make sure no matter who is printing them, the print that I'm creating does not get cut off. So once we have opened up our canvas, it's time to get started with designing. Now in this video, I'll show you guys different ways to do this, how you can find different strategies to do this. So the first strategy obviously is going to be a children's coloring book. Now, even in children's content, there is a lot of variability. So just because you're making a children's book doesn't mean it's going to be very similar. You can honestly think of one really specific animal or really specific cartoon and build an entire coloring book based upon that. So this is going to be my bear or woodland coloring book. So for that, first off, I'm going to search for white and black forest or black and white forest. And you're going to go into graphics. And once you go into graphics, you're going to see illustrations like these. So this is a really nice illustration to use because it's super big and detailed, and I can easily use this to cover my first page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this a bit. So I have, adequate amount of imagery displayed. And you want to make sure the image should be large enough that people can color into it. So I will just add this section. And once I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on text and then I can click on add a heading. And I'll add some heading text, which is going to be Bear and Forest Coloring Book. And even the first page is, representing that it's a coloring book. And once I've added the title, I'm going to resize this. And then on the top left, I can change the font of my coloring book. So I am going to be using like a really cute font. And then I will click on effects on the top right, and then I will make the text hollow. So people can actually fill out the title of the text that there is. So if I even do like a different type of font, if you do like a really bold one, it looks really good. Yeah, so these two look really good. I really like this one, so I'm going to keep it like this. Then I can click on add page and it's time to start designing our internal book pages. Now, the first step to this is once you've chosen your basic theme, you're going to search for similar things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a character at the first page. I'm going to search for a white and black bear or black and white bear. It doesn't matter how you structure your sentence, just search for that. And if you go into graphics, you guys can see there are so many illustrations of bears. I really like this one. This one is really cute. I personally really like this. I want to include this. So I will just add this illustration over here. And once I've added this illustration, I'm going to go into elements and I'm going to search for white ground. Or I can even take, this little puddle or sand we have over here, and we can incorporate this over here as well. And then I'll take those little branches that we saw. I think we have a little bit of grass. Yeah, grass like this. And I'll incorporate that over here as well. And I'll just click on Command C and Command V and I'll crop some of the grass as well. So it doesn't look like I've, totally replicated it like this. So once I've done that, once I have, created this grass element, I've added these details onto the page. Now I can further, add a title on top, or I can add, some text. I'm going to copy the same font from the top and add that over here. Once I have this added, I'm going to go ahead and add meet icy bear. And this is totally optional. I like to include this type of text. And once I've done that, I'm going to click on the text, then click on effects, then scroll down, and then click on curve. And once I click on curve, I'm going to scroll down and I'm not going to make it too curved. I'm just going to make it slightly curved like this. And then I'll move it a bit closer to the bear like so. And you can increase the font size as well like this. And just like that, we have our first illustration ready. I think I'm going to make the bear a bit bigger. So it's just going to fill up most of the page like this. Now, once I've done that, I can click on add page and start building my second page. So if you want, you can build this in the form of a story. So you can go along the lines of, I see bear saw this, and you can use the same bear illustration. Now, if I take this bear illustration, I notice that this person has created this bear in multiple different formats. So they have, this bear sitting, this bear in a scarf holding a gift, happy with its hands up. So there are a lot of variations of the same bear. You guys can see I can honestly build my entire book using the different illustrations that are related to this bear. However, if you're someone that is looking for even more illustrations or more types of graphics, you can click on creativefabrica.com/freebies. Now, if you go onto this particular link, you're going to see a lot of different free vectors available. So just search for whatever you're looking for. We're looking for graphics and we can search for black and white graphics, and when we would find a lot of different graphics that are available and we can easily use those in our coloring books as well. Now I want the next section to be of a forest, so I'll just search for a forest. But if you just search for a forest, you're going to find, a lot of colorful images, so make sure to search for black and white forest or search for sketch of a forest and you're going to find similar results. So one thing to note is that you don't want to pick out illustrations like this because these are not colorable because these are just lines. You want something that can easily be colored in. Illustrations like this are a great example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a lot of different trees like this one, like so. And what I'm going to do is every time I add a tree, I have to crop the bottom half because this is, a coloring book. We don't want overlapping lines. So it should look pretty continuous, but it still isn't going to be a full illustration every time. And what you can do to do this is you can just go on ahead and crop like the bottom half that is appearing on top of your other illustration like this. And you can add, a lot more trees. You can add a lot more in your background. I'm going to add this type of tree over here. And a really nice way to do this is if you are building your tree backgrounds, you can do the back trees first and then move towards the forward one. So if I take the same illustration, this one, what I would do is that I would increase the size, and these are the ones that I want to add in the back. So I'll use this sizing, let's say, for the trees in the back like this, a little smaller. And then I would do Command C and Command V. And then what you're going to do is every time you have a new illustration or a new crop, just go on ahead and crop it ever so slightly. And then you can reposition the new tree. So even if it is overlapping, it doesn't look too intense or too bad. In this way, you can create your own coloring books using Canva. And once you have completed your design, just click on share on the top right and then click on download and download this as a PDF. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.